Initially, we discussed how the basic structure of the constitution, the sovereign democratic republic, was thwarted by Indian leaders. In my opinion, it is the basic structure of the constitution because it is that structure which the people of India have resolved to constitute as such. That is the basic structure. And the basic objectives of the constitution have been justice, liberty, equality. And the subordinate objectives are unity, fraternity, and individual dignity. One should not get confused with the objectives, main objectives, subordinate objectives, and the basic structure with one another. Yesterday we discussed about social justice in India, how it was thwarted by native leaders. Today we will discuss about justice of political. It is a political justice rather. This issue we will discuss in relation to the latest movement, that is 52% reservations to BCs in legislatures. We will be discussing whether it is legal, constitutional, or desirable. The Constitution provided reservations in legislatures to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes under Article 330 and 332. But the Constitution did not provide for reservations to backward communities in legislatures in the Constitution originally. However, during the period of P.V. Narasimha Rao in 1992, 73 and 74th amendments were introduced to the effect that there shall be reservations to BCs, SCs and STs and women in local bodies including Gram Panchayats and municipalities. We know that is being implemented anyhow. Unfortunately, in India, the word BC is thoroughly misunderstood by everybody, the polity, press, judiciary and intelligentsia of this country, including the common masses. BC is not a caste. It is a list of castes, backward class list. It is not backward caste. A potter is a potter, a carpenter is a carpenter, a goldsmith is a goldsmith, a shepherd is a shepherd. We should not call these castes as backward caste. This backward class list provided under Article 16(4) is the list of castes which are found not adequately represented in government employment. It is provided under Article 16(4). They will be known in the name of their individual castes, but they should not be called as BCs. No community or no caste is BC by birth. If we call them as a backward class, it is an insult to them. Even all our gods, rishis, belong to the backward classes of today. So no caste is backward. If a caste comes into power, it will be the caste of the rulers. For legislative reservations, the Constitution saw the people as scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and others. As regards employment under Article, there are only two classes, backward class and other class, not castes. Sometimes some castes may be included in BC list and sometimes they may not be. And it may be different for different states as such. We have already divided Indian citizens by caste for the purpose of reservations in employment. If we divide the people again for reservations in the legislatures, it will be a last nail in the coffin. If we do that, already we are seeing some castes are forming political parties in the name of either regional parties or some other small parties. They are funding 120 people. They are purchasing votes. They are winning. They are coming to power, and they are occupying those states. It led to caste rule, family rule, enormous corruption, and enormous oppression of the opposition parties. This we should learn. If we give reservations in the name of BCs to certain communities alone, again new castes will come into existence as rulers, but that will not serve as social or political justice to the people. Political justice under the constitution is rendered by giving equal voting right to all communities, men and women. Freedom of forming associations is given as a fundamental right. Freedom to form political parties is also available under Section 28A of the Representation of the People Act 1951. But these weaker sections are suffering, are becoming are not able to participate in political power because a new system of notes to votes has emerged. Unless one has at least 50 crores of rupees, one cannot contest in assembly elections. Unless he has 100 crores, he cannot participate in parliament elections. Actually, this distanced the poorer communities, the backward castes, away from politics. This simple logic, these backward communities have to understand. If a constitutional prescription is followed, this problem could have not arisen. Under the constitution, people elect MLAs, people elect Lok Sabha members, all the MLAs together elect Rajya Sabha members. They are called electoral college. They elect the President of India under Article 54 and 55 without issuing of a whip. The President would form government at the union level under Article 74 and 75, and his representatives, governors, will form governments in the states under Article 163 and 164 by appointing ministers. The President and Governor should not and need not have a majority in the legislatures. President should not have a majority in the parliament, and the Governor should not have majority in the state legislatures. That is the most ideal democracy, where legislative and the executive are perfectly separated. This is the American system. American president does not have a majority in the Congress there, and the state governors will not have a majority in the state legislatures. That is what prescribed by the Indian Constitution too. Once it is understood, who will spend 50 crores of rupees to get elected as MLA? Who will spend 100 crores to get elected as a parliament member? And who forms a political party and fund about 100 people at the rate of 20 crores each, 25 crores each, coming to 2,500 crores. Again, party canvassing expenditure will be another 1,000 crores. Who will form political parties? Who will spend at least 4,000 to 5,000 crores to bring their party into power? All this political high drama is happening only because a misunderstanding of the constitution, that a person who commands majority in the assembly will become chief minister, who commands majority in the Lok Sabha will become prime minister. This is a misunderstanding, misnomer, and destruction of the democracy and the constitution as well. Such a system is contained in Pakistan constitution under Article 91, 95 and 130. That is the reason why people in power in Pakistan, they either imprison, kill, or the ex-prime ministers, etc., will flee the country. Because if you have majority in the assembly and also you are the ruler, there will be no end to your atrocities. You will imprison the ex-chief minister, your political workers will create destruction in the state, there will be enormous corruption, and there will be none to question the chief minister or the prime minister in the legislatures. And in the respective constitutions on the field, nobody can question them because they have the majority and they are the winners, and the entire official government mechanism is under their hands. This is not democracy at all. Where there is no separation of legislative and the executive, it is not democracy at all. Thus, please understand, in India, so far, democracy has not born. You may also recollect, India is a sovereign democratic republic. Please refer to definition of a republic in a dictionary. You will find that republic is a country which is ruled by an elected or nominated president instead of a monarch in which people are supreme. By this you should understand that a president who is elected or nominated, it suggests democracy, and in which people are supreme. This also denotes democracy. So India should be ruled as a republic by the president. Unfortunately, the highest elected president is staying back in the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and the governors are staying back in the Raj Bhavans. Unfortunately, the unelected, their subordinates, their servants are ruling this country in an undemocratic fashion. If this system is followed, the people with money may be doing businesses, but they cannot do politics. Only those who have more numbers and those persons who are liked by majority of the people will come to power. And the president and the governors will appoint ministers, only such of the people who are well educated, have morals, and whoever are sincere. Instead, now who are becoming ministers? The highest moneyed people. The MLAs and MPs are supposed to be the richest men in their consciences. Unless you have hundreds of crores of rupees, you cannot contest as an MLA or MP. That is the reason why these backward communities, including SC and ST, are lagging behind in politics. Reservations in politics to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes also is being used as a curse rather than as a boon. You know why? Only these reserved seats are being given to them. Even if there are eligible candidates, they are not giving other seats. Reservation of certain seats does not mean prohibition of their entry into other seats. As such, please understand, the India should be ruled as a republic by the President of India and his nominated ministers, and in the states by the governors through their nominated ministers, who may or may not be members of these legislatures. They can either be nominated Rajya Sabha members or they can be nominated members of the legislative councils. Those honest people, those appointed people who are capable only will be appointed, they will rule the country, and only then India will be democratic country. Till then it cannot be called a democratic country, much less the largest democracy in the world. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe, share and comment on my videos. I will be glad to reply to all of them. Thank you for watching.